Hello everyone, I'm the Playbabe Z and I'm here to present a project that I'm working on with the Fae Fam. As you may know, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, released by Wizards of the Coast, is one of the greatest tabletop role-playing games in the world. It aims to give players a chance to explore their fantasies. However, given the broad nature of the fantasy genre, the Wizard of the Coast cannot explore every single possibility on their own. In fact, in one of their releases last year, The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, they explored the Feywild, a world dominated by fairies, pixies, satyrs, and the like. However, what I found was that it lacked heavily in any references to classic nostalgic fairy tales. Thus, I took it upon myself to create homebrew resources. That is to say, resources made by fans, not Wizards of the Coast, in order to explore more on the themes of your classic and favorite fairy tales, such as the Grimm Brothers' Red Riding Hood and Beauty and the Beast. Around the middle of March, we have uploaded our first prototype onto our itch page. It wasn't that it wasn't so pretty as it is now, as it was purely a plain PDF that had all the information and written lore necessary. In it, we've included subclasses, races, and monsters to fight. Since then, we've released two major patches. One to showcase Faye Fem's wonderful artwork for the bosses, as well as balance the current content, and another to release brand new content such as Monstro from Pinocchio and additional magical items. So, if you're a dungeon master or a player that's looking to spice up your campaigns and your games with content from fairy tales, then Tome Tree is the place to go. You can play races such as the Hans Christian Andersen's Dryad, or perhaps take on the personality of Maleficent as a ranger subclass from Charles Perrault's Sleeping Beauty. Or perhaps fight fearsome bosses such as the Grimm Brothers' Rapunzel. Or maybe you'd like to wield the powers of magical items such as the bone horn from Grimm Brothers' Singing Bone, or the bow of Robin Hood himself. In the short term, we've had the goal of achieving 50 downloads. In order to achieve that, we've uploaded advertisements onto Reddit on r/DND Homebrew in order to reach our target audience. And thus far, we've received many wonderful comments that allow us to figure out what might be missing, what might be going wrong with our resources, and how we can better improve it, as well as reaching thousands and thousands of people and bringing them to look at our project. However, the short term is not our only goal actually. We also plan on something more long term. The Fae Fam is currently writing a campaign using the resources available now, which allows dungeon masters and players to run through a pre-written adventure and explore these wonderful worlds. And by the end of 2022, or perhaps the beginning of 23, we have to be sort of realistic. We plan on releasing a full campaign book spanning including isometric maps that players can put their tokens on, or beautiful illustrations that help the visualizations of the world, and detailed lore about each and every piece of content rather than just mechanics. We have invested already $25 for the cover art, as well as hundreds of hours on the illustrations and the development of the writing to get the project to where it is currently. And we don't plan on stopping there. We plan on seeing this to its completion, a fully fledged campaign book. And for that, we plan on investing yet another 1,000 hours. Thus, if you would like to give us some support, not necessarily donations, any form of help, such as using these content in your games and giving us feedback, it would be greatly appreciated in order to bring Tome 3 to its utmost highest quality possible. So to do so, simply click on this button right here that just popped up, pointing my beak to it, in order to bring yourself to our itch page and give it a download. As I said, donations are not necessary. All of this content is absolutely free. All we ask is that you leave us a comment and perhaps share it with your friends. That way we may get as much feedback as possible. Thank you so much for listening. I'm the Plague Babe Z, and I hope to see you guys on the finishing of this project. Thank you.